Happy Chinese New Year! Today we are going to be making Chinese paper lanterns. To do this, everybody's going to start with a piece of paper. This is going to be our lantern template. Do you notice how there is a gold bar at the bottom and then two gold bars at the top? Well, this top gold bar is actually going to be our handle for our lantern. So your first step today is you are going to take scissors and you are going to cut off this top gold bar. You are also going to cut off this top red piece. So I'm going to choose to first cut right here. I'm going to cut the red piece and the bottom gold bar. So now I have two pieces, my large bottom piece, and then the gold bar that is going to be my handle. And I don't really need this red piece on here, so I'm going to cut off this extra red strip so that I just have my gold handle. Okay, this piece can go in the recycling bin. Make sure you don't throw away your handle. So now you should have two pieces in front of you. Go ahead, you can cut now. Okay, when you're done cutting, we are going to start with this piece. This is going to be our actual lantern. So what I need to do is to flip your paper over so that the white side is up. And now I want you to fold your paper in half hamburger style. So that means I'm going to take the paper, it's laying in front of me like this, I'm going to take it and fold it over in half so that the gold bar should be at the bottom on each side. I'm going to line up my corners very nicely. And then I'm going to fold down and I'm going to crease really well. So now your lantern should be folded in half. And each side should be symmetrical, so that means they should look exactly the same. Can you fold your paper now for me, please? All right, now that we're done folding, I need you to look. There are some red lines that are on your lantern paper. In my video, they're kind of hard to see, but I bet if you look really closely on your lantern, you can see them. So this is a super important direction. Okay, we are gonna cut on those red lines. We are not going to cut on the gold bar. So watch me first. I see this first red line. So I'm gonna start here and I'm gonna go cut, cut, and I'm going to do a nice straight line, but when I get to the gold bar, I'm going to stop. So it should be a little flap that looks just like this. If this comes all the way off, you cut too far and you're going to have to start over. So please stop at the gold bar. And I'm going to continue cutting on all these lines until I've cut on all the red lines. Okay, can you pick up your scissors and find your red lines? And you could start cutting with me while I finish cutting mine. All right, so I have finished cutting my red strips. I didn't cut any to the bar. Okay, so when it opens, when you open it back up, it should look like this. Okay, you will notice on one side, so everybody unfold your lantern and be very gentle. These are fragile now because you cut them. You'll notice on one side, it has this little strip that's a little bit smaller. This is where we're going to glue, okay? So I need you to get your glue stick. This is the strip here, that's the smallest one for me. I'm gonna take my glue sticks and I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the gold bar, only on top of this strip. So my end strip is here. I'm gonna take my glue stick and put glue on the gold bar on top of this strip, and then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna put glue stick on the gold bar at the bottom. Okay, so right down here, I'm gonna take glue and glue it like this. Okay, watch what I'm gonna do now. Okay, can you take your glue and put glue on the gold bar on the top and the bottom? I'll wait for you. Okay, now that I have my glue here, I'm gonna take my lantern and I'm going to roll it so this gold bar is gonna roll around, and I'm gonna fold this on top of where I glued it. I'm gonna squeeze it really hard so that glue sticks really well, and then I'm gonna flip it over and I'm gonna do the same for the bottom. This is where I put my glue. I'm gonna overlap my other side. I'm gonna squeeze it really tight. So now I have a paper lantern that looks like this. Can you do your glue if you didn't finish and stick the two sides together to make your lantern? Okay, now it's time for our handle. So go grab the gold bar that we're gonna use as our handle, and all you're gonna do with this is you are gonna take your glue. I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this end of my handle, and I'm gonna put a little bit of glue on this end of my handle. Then I'm gonna take my handle, here's the top of my lantern, it doesn't matter which side is the top and which one is the bottom, and I'm gonna stick my handle inside of there where I had glue. I'm just gonna squeeze it to the side. Don't go too far in, only like where the gold bar is on the outside. I'm gonna squeeze this one really tight and get the glue to stick. And then I'm going to take my other handle and stick it to the opposite side. Okay, make sure it goes right across from there. And then I'm gonna squeeze this down and make sure it's stuck really well. Now be gentle because this glue isn't fully dry yet. But now I have my Chinese paper lantern. Happy Chinese New Year!